Greetings, my wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. My fellow Biafrans, you are welcome back again to Queencapon Media, the one and only YouTube channel where they give a steady update. So, my wonderful people, I am back again to give another latest and interesting update for all Biafrans. So, my wonderful people, on the 20th of October 2025, something huge, something big, we go hit Nigeria is about to happen. Just make sure that you watch this video to the very end so that you will find out what is going to happen to Nigeria on the 20th day of October. But before that, my people, I know say a few days ago happened to be the trial of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we all saw how everything can go. We can see all the crooked movement when Nigeria government and also their judiciary system can't turn everything can be. So because of what happened in the last court trial of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and how the Nigeria government can't turn his case all the time, surely Omoyele surely don't come out to come talk say who go follow am come protest for the freedom of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He can't talk to Biafrans. In fact, make I read the write-up when he writes. Can't give, or after that, then we'll go see the next update when he don't drop regarding that. So according to Showole, he said update on hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu now. I've tried reaching out personally to Dr. L.S. Oti, which is the governor of Abia State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, and Mr. Peter Obi through his team today. Alex Oti and Soludo neither took my calls nor responded to my messages. They promised to tell Mr. Peter Obi about our plans, although he is currently traveling. I've reached out to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar through his team. Why Senator Abaribe said he will return my calls. I spoke with Obinna Agwocha of the House of Representatives. He was receptive and encouraging. The Abia State House of Assembly members informed me that they plan to travel to London next week and they will return directly to Abuja for further action. They mentioned they intend to visit the Attorney General of the Federation first to lodge a complaint. They didn't anticipate a placard protest. I told them, that's fine. What matters most is that we agree on a unified date for action. This is not a time for hesitation. If we genuinely believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves freedom, then every leader of conscience must act now, not later. So my people, remember say the first time when you make this update to where you come bring this suggestion, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, he don't accept say he go join am. Right now, the update where I don't get be say Atiku Abubakar, yes, so the former vice president of Nigeria, he don't agree say he go follow for that protest. And according to this update when they give us, he said he don't reach out to Soludo, the governor of Anambra State. He don't reach out to governor of Abia State, Alex Oti. He said he called them and he tested them. They did not reply his message. They did not even pick his call or even bother calling him back. He said he don't send message give Peter Obi through his media team. He said right now say a message when get be say he dey traveling, but he believes say the message go soon get to him. He said he don't reach out to Abia State House of Assembly members, and they said they are going to be traveling next week, but they are going to be coming back direct to Abuja, and they intended to lodge a complaint to the Attorney General of Federation. But according to them, they said they no want placard protest, so maybe they no go carry placard that day. So according to Showole, he said he agree as far as say everybody go come out that day, join whatever they want to do, as far as say make the whole world see say that they protest for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So my wonderful people, I'm giving this update for the interest of those who want follow up and people who want to, like people who intend to join in this protest. Yes, so a date has been fixed. day where this thing go happen. May we see it according to how Showole said it. So my wonderful people, according to Showole, he said, the correct date and time is the best time to do the right thing. Hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu now is trending. Look at the dates. He says, October 20th, 2025. This is the day Nigerians rise with one voice to demand justice and freedom. If you can't attend, send someone who can. We march to Aso Rock Villa for hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu now. So my people, as you dey watch this video, please, I dey beg you, if you know say you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, share this video so that other Biafrans, they will be aware of this update. So people will love and people will go extra mile to make sure say he get freedom, make they see this update. Please share this video to different WhatsApp groups, to friends and family. Let them be aware of what is going to be happening on the 20th day of October 2025 for the freedom of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Please do not be stingy with this update. Share it. So my wonderful people, another video where you are going to be watching right now, the meeting, yes, so the interview where Omoyele Sowore and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had way back 2019. Una know say Sowore na freedom activist na him be. You know they like intimidation. In fact, na voice to the voiceless. Anyone where they seek for freedom, Sowore they like make that person friend. This particular interview go prove to you say Sowore and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they were friends, my people. In fact, let me allow you to listen to this interview, and I want you to pay attention to every detail where our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said for inside this interview, and also listen to what Sowore talk for you to know say these people, they have similar mindset, my people. Let's watch this interview.
Hi everybody, I just want to welcome you guys today to this very, very important, once in a lifetime meeting, or what I believe is the beginning in a series of good things to come. I have in front of me here two gentlemen that if you do not know them, you should go and reset your whole system. On my right is the leader of the IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra fighting for independence, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Almighty King of Igbo land. Thank you very much. You're welcome. And on my left is someone who is very personal to me. He is the founder and the convener of the Take It Back movement. He is also the founder of the Sahara Reporters. If you don't know Sahara Reporters, again, you should reset your system. He is the person of, he's also the former presidential candidate of the African National Congress in the last election in Nigeria. He's Omoyele Sowore. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Now, this is so important because these two people here, in my opinion, represent the future of our country, Nigeria, and in a way, the future of Africa. Because I've always believed that if Nigeria gets it right, the rest of Africa will get it right. The constituencies that these two people represent, the kind of inertia, the kind of energy that is resting within the constituencies that these people represent, when this energy is tapped, Nigeria will never become the same thing ever. So I'd like to welcome you people to this interview. You guys had a meeting, a one-on-one meeting, a private meeting, and what we would want, it was off camera. So the reason why we're doing this is for us to be able to, if you permit us, to share what is the content of that personal meeting that you guys had. First of all, Mr. Omoyele Sowore, you had initiated this meeting, and I want to know what was your reason for wanting this meeting to happen.
Well, As you mentioned, I ran as president in Nigeria in the last election. And part of the reason I ran was to see Nigeria completely for what it is. And after the exercise was concluded and a winner was selected, I've seen Nigeria completely for what it is again, the second time. But before now, I've been trying to reach actually Mazi even before the election. It happened at our station. Sarah TV was one of the first interviews he had. They had some of the widest coverage worldwide, where he made proclamations that are true to today. And but I couldn't during the election. And I decided when I heard it was in the state that we should meet, that the conversation that will discuss the humanity around the area known as Nigeria today must start now, and we must start having organic connections and collaboration. I came out of that election knowing fully well that without some serious action, the place we refer to as Nigeria today will become history pretty soon. And it will become history by virtue of its own internal contradictions. And during the election, I'm known as having said that a lot of things are wrong with Nigeria. I mentioned the fact that the Constitution is a fraudulent document. In fact, I said that in debate that Nigeria was set up as a business, and until it becomes a nation, we are deceiving ourselves. So, what you have said earlier is the energy that's in the room here today, but I think beyond that is also history that is being made here today. That young people who have ideas, young people who have conviction, young people who are willing to make sacrifices can meet one-on-one and have a very honest and truthful conversation. If you call it a private meeting, it means that we cannot disclose some of the conversations we've had. So we've had a private meeting, and it's going to be one of a series of meetings that we will be having going forward. Right. And he's very clear. I cannot speak for him, as he's very articulate enough to tell what his position is on matters. But we had a very, very great meeting, and we had discussions that opened ourselves. We opened up to ourselves about what we think we need and what should be happening. And like I said, he will tell you what he feels, but I'm excited. Right. That's what I can tell your viewers about this meeting.
All right, thank you very much. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of Madikendi, you are known as a very, very tough human being. And when I reached out to your people, and I held my fingers crossed, and they came back to me and said you have agreed to meet with Omoyele Sowore, I cannot explain why you agreed to meet with him. Why did you agree to actually meet with Omoyele Sowore?
I agree because actually there's a sort of love-hate relationship between us. When they give us very favorable coverage, we love them, and when they don't, of course, we do the opposite. Okay. I admire his courage and his conviction and what at his age he's managed to accomplish. And running for presidency in the land of the dinosaurs, as I call it, is on its own a very remarkable achievement, so I commend him for that. I also agree to this meeting because there are a lot of misconceptions about what we represent, what I represent in terms of the agitation for Biafra, which I think sometimes is lost in the haze of ethnic interpretation, I would call it. So having a one-to-one with him will allow me to clarify my position and that of IPOB. And also because most of my rather memorable pronouncements were made on Sahara TV when I was here a few years ago. So it will be an opportunity for us to sort of revisit that, nostalgically speaking, of course. Another thing is that I needed the West, the Yoruba race, to understand that IPOB is not against the Yoruba people. I am not against the Yoruba people. Most of my very good friends are Yorubas. I'm very, very close. When I mean good friends, I mean very close friends indeed. And most of those that actually fought for me when I was incarcerated were Yoruba people. And they spoke up very eloquently about the injustice being meted out, not just to myself, but to IPOB in its entirety. Prior to we went to his birthday, that was last year, and we'll do so. We know that God will keep him, we shall also do so this year. Everybody knows about my affinity to Fanny how close we are, and I will share as well. What unites us, I believe, is far more greater than what divides us, is being able to rationalize our position within that damnable contraption they call Nigeria. During our conversation, I made it very clear that had Nigeria been put together by Zeke, Awo, and Ahmadu Bello, I can live with it. But the fact that a white man came across, set up a private limited company, and then from there we became a nation, I find irredeemably insulting. Because I can't do something in Europe. It would be very foolish of me to allow that to happen in Africa. I also made it very clear that had the conversation being led by Wole Soyinka succeeded or culminated in a sovereign national conference, perhaps there could have been some sort of merit in trying to articulate a way out of the melee that Nigeria is in within the understanding that that very sovereign national conference took into consideration the views and aspirations of everybody. Because Nigeria, the way you see it, is not just about the Igbos, the Hausas, and the Yorubas. There are other people within as well. Their views and their opinions must also count. But having things the way we do right now in that part of the world, their voices are being subdued. And it's not fair. I am a freedom fighter. I fight for not just my own freedom, but for the freedom of everybody else. I don't want anybody to suffer. I don't want other African countries to be in poverty while Biafra grows and flourishes. I want everybody to be fine. And also made it very clear to him that I am prepared to convince Biafrans to make sure that oil and gas found in Biafra land in this present day is distributed to everybody else to do with as they please. If it means handing it over to the UN to supervise the sale and disbursement of funds, so be it. I don't want people to think that our agitation for freedom has anything to do with, wealth or economy or the need to exclude other people. Not at all. I want to make that categorically clear. And I said to him that I have this, I wouldn't say Pan-African, but a West African vision and view. And I want to say what else developed. To the point whereby to have a high-speed red line running from Calabar to maybe Banjul, what was you mentioning?
Dakar.
To Dakar in Senegal. We have a very wonderful thing to do indeed. We want everybody to be developed. The same way it is in this country or this part of the world. America actually is fighting very hard to see that Mexico to an extent is developed. At least to mitigate the influx of migration into America. So I have the love and passion for everybody. But it was the way that Nigeria is structured that made it almost impossible to get that very message across. So we're left with no choice. Because they say charity begins at home. You need to save yourself before you save other people.
That's right.
That's what we're trying to do.
That's right. Thank you very much. Mr. Shore, you were in Nigeria, you were in the thick of things. One thing that endears me to both of you is that you were there, you left your place of comfort and you were in Nigeria and you were in the thick of things and you went around campaigning even in the village of the president and without security, and you faced all kinds of things. And yet, there is, just like Mazen Africano has said, there are some misconceptions out there. One of them is that, why did you take money from Buhari to make sure that he wins this election? First of all, you took money from Buhari in this election, and in the past, APC had paid you to work against Jonathan. So can you explain to to us why you did that.
Well, let me first correct an impression. According to Mazi, Buhari's village is not the place I went to. Buhari is from Sudan.
So it's on record that you say that Buhari is from Sudan.
But here is the point, and we have to get serious about what we're about. See, a lot of people have this misconception that if you are courageous enough to confront the system, the way we have done, and with the far-reaching connection, coverage, and reach you have, you must somehow be taking money from somebody. I mean, Mazi himself has been accused.
Yeah, I was going to be so.
But it's part of what you do in leadership when you are in the freedom fighting zone. One of the things that people are throwing darts at you, what most people don't know is that I am actually of a joy extraction, a joy Akoi in Ondo State. So if I were to be close to anybody to take money, it would be from Jonathan. If I really wanted money, and if there was time that Nigeria had money when we were selling oil at $100 an hour, it was the easiest time to take money. So if I didn't take it and I opposed Jonathan, that means there's something to my character. But I don't want to waste time on it. We're here talking about substance, about the future.
Yes.
And not distractions. I went into the election hoping that people will open their eyes, young people, to turn the tables around the people who are, running all of us down. But that did not happen. But what happened out of it, which I'm excited about, is that people are now sufficiently, a lot of people, energized, conscientized, and mobilized to understand that elections alone cannot solve Nigeria's problem. That counting of votes or the way they have dominated the process can't solve it.
So my wonderful people, I believe say you don't listen to this interview. You heard what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, and also you heard from Shirley Abeg. What do you feel about this video? Drop your opinion in the comment section. Do not forget to like and share this video so that other Biafrans will equally be updated. Oh, please remember 20th of October for mass protest for the freedom of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Share this video so that others will be updated. Thank you so much for doing so. I'll be seeing you guys again in my next one. Bye bye.